Pirates plays Sukukune 7:30. They're playing a home game. Yabuyela, yeah, Orlando. So very, very, very important game for Pirates tomorrow. Very important game for the league. Very important game for us as fans. For the club themselves in terms of chasing for that title. History beckons for Orlando Pirates. Amapagania. Look, it's not an easy game coming from the fact that Kukune also are number 4 at the moment. They're actually behind them. Sorry, they're number 3. They actually are campaigning for CAF football as well. So they've been playing very good. Tinkler has come in, has actually improved the team from where Siyama left it. The players themselves, Abu Makhaula, Linda Mtambo, there's quite a few bunch of players that they have. Awumbule, they have quite a good bunch of players in terms of equality. So the issue here is just a couple of things that Pirates is not really going to stack in their favor at the moment. Number one, Sundowns is playing a much more easier fixture. We're playing against Richards Bay. So they definitely need to win this one. Number two, Chiefs will be watching. Kukude was watching the semi-final of the Pyramids. So we are expecting more or less the same kind of type of play, same type of football that Pirates is going to play. So Kukune is going to play very well. Sinosipo Mali is the analyst. Is Kukune. It's very good. It's the same analyst that analyzes for Hugo Bros in the national team. It's a good analyst, that guy. Kukune is not where it is by luck. It's not where it is by luck. The third scenario is them planning for the Soweto Derby 1 and 2. And I'm not saying they don't have depth, but Pirates really don't have enough quality players. They have enough average players there and there. They do have star players, a few of them that you can count. And that shows when you go into competitions like CAF, when you're going to the semis. It's only a few moments that counts, that you can really, really rely on just only a team performance, but really your stars coming to the party or being a match winner, whatever you may call it. Hence, we saw Pyramids at Fiston Mael. So to get them through over the line, I think they shouldn't have a problem against Kukune, but it's not a fixture that you can just say off the bat, Pirates must win, because like I said, Silkon is not an easy side to play against. Not an easy. They don't concede much, and they really defensively are solid. Attacking wise in that midfield, if they get it right, I think if Mbule comes on, I think Nomkize, there's just one player who's been consistent there. I just forgot his name. Now the issue coming to Pirates. Who do they play? Do you rest these players because you're out of CAF and you're actually hungry, you're looking for the league? Or do you rotate here and there so that it achieves the Pirates as well? Because they're playing a final in 2 weeks. So I'm guessing in technical team, Abongigas and Rivero, that's the kind of headaches that they have at the moment. And what if you play your strong side and 1 or 2 gets injured, suspensions? There's just a lot of things that probably Pirates, they need to show their quality, and they need to show how they got where they are now, and they actually serious about winning the league. They are more or less 2 games behind Sundowns. Should they win the remaining matches or the games that they have in hand, they will be just 3 points behind Sundowns. The last time we saw a 2-horse race was 2019 when Kaizer Chiefs was still coached by Ernest Middendorp. And each and every week you have to look at your screens, you have to be checking to see what's going on. So it could be that kind of setup, could be that kind of time for us as football lovers, but we're not too sure, because should Pirates drop points here, they just can forget. You can't be behind more than 5 or 6 points, and especially when it comes to Sundowns, that kind of quality of a club and the quality of players that they have at the moment, you can't drop the ball. So I'm giving it to Pirates. I'm actually giving them a challenge in this fixture. What I'm also guessing what can happen is you could see a couple of rested players like Abu For example, Buthelezi, I think sometimes for me, he has the same quality as Ushaini, so he should get a chance here. We could see maybe midfield-wise, Musele, Ndlondlo. What happened to Tim? Brendan Tim is still there. I don't think he's injured, so I think also he could get a chance. Maybe rest Umbata. No, Makaula, I don't think they're gonna rest him, but that's the thing. Do you play him here or do you rest him? Maybe second half for the Soweto derby and also for the final. And do you bring in Undlamini, rest? But do Tito always gets a chance? I've noticed that Tito only gets rested Gukef, maybe comes in second half. But for this particular game, I'm expecting him to come on. And also, up front here, we don't know Gutunkota, no Mufukeng. They're young, these boys. I mean, when you have these kind of games, guys, these are championship rounds. These are championship rounds and you need experience. The big question is, Rovero said we will be there. He promised people that they will be there with Sundowns. They'll be on their necks. They'll be breathing behind them every now and again. But my question is now, where's Saleng? You need this guy. He's a match winner. He's won important games for you. And whatever politics, these rumors we're hearing of him signing a pre-contract with Kaizer Chiefs, which, guys, I'm not saying is true. We're not exactly sure if that's going to happen or not. But I believe they need this guy. They need this guy especially at this time. If he's fit, play him. What's going on? Haven't they sorted it out? He's not injured. Apparently, it was personal issues. But I think Saleng would have been an extremely good addition when it comes to this kind of matches, especially where each and every game counts. You need the 3 points. I mean, they need the 3 points against Chiefs as well. They need the 3 points here for them to prepare well for Kaizer Chiefs as well. So there's a lot of things that you can expect to happen in this game. It could be an upset as well, where also you could find that Sekhukhune could be actually campaigning for the Champions League, not just for Confed. So there's a lot of things that can happen with this game. It's an interesting one. Definitely I'm going to be tuned in. Oh yes, forgot to mention there is Kimvudi. There's Kimvudi. So they do have quality here and there that can actually fit in or rotate the squad at least to get the results. I just hope and pray it's not going to be a dull, boring 0-0. But if I have to give you a prediction just to leave it there, for me here, I would give Pirates a 1-0 lead or a slight win, maybe a penalty, depending if now they're going to use Umabasa. And I think in the league, he gives them that fluidity, depending on, especially in this coming game, because I'm expecting it's going to be a high-tempo game. It's going to be very tactical. And if it comes to a technical game, that's where I believe Pirates has more of good players than Sekhukhune. Because Sekhukhune, for me, top of my head, Mbule is the only person that comes to mind. Should they be worried about how Sekhukhune could be looking for results against them? So unless there's defensive errors, because Shandu can come on for Abofan Rowan if they should rotate the squad a bit more. But that's all I have. Let's see what happens. I'll drop another reaction video pending the score, and let's see what happens. For my side, Walter, on the Disc Report, don't forget to like. Please, if you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe. It helps our algorithm to share the video to other people who are football fanatics like ourselves. For my side, guys, signing out. See you on the next video.